All right, what's up, y'all? We're up. We got this the soy crew here. All right, so
Nerd.
we're doing a bit of a review on his reviews. He's got some stuff to say. I mean, I don't really know what bro on about, but I heard this guy. I heard Flats has connections. I'm just always up on my game, trying to get myself out there. And I figure, one of the ways you can make that work out is kind of, connect yourself to the community, bro. I mean, that's it. I mean, you start from the underground, and that kind of you can you gotta meddle with the people who are near the dirt. I mean, that's where we find our passions and all that, right? So, that's definitely not all about me. Very small portion of my story, but I'm trying to make it out there, right? So we got Flats here with us, and you mind telling us what we're ready to do here today? Yeah,
Well, let me start by just introducing myself.
bruh.
I'm Paul, but most of my colleagues call me Flats because I don't know. I all the bones I find are just like flat ones. They're not like any of the cool jagged ones. Most
Great
of my
value. You know
colleagues
about great value,
they
man.
call me Flats because
You hear about you be wait, hold on. You hear about that controversy with like the whole like Walmart being like a place for the martial law to set up, for the Illuminati. Man, that shit too high up for my liking, man. I like to keep it close to the ground, keep in touch with the
we
earth
don't
and all the frequencies, the vibrations. It establishes connection, man. My whole earthly type, vibe. I like to keep it close to the ground. And you're an archaeologist, right? You said you be doing some bone digging, man.
I'm pretty like I've got a big name out in Seattle. I've ran like about seven now expeditions for this mining company. We've found fossils of every
All right,
type.
I'll now I hear
Triassic.
about that Comstock stuff. What you
Well,
work for them? You ever do some like some
I
outsourcing
did
stuff from there?
I did do some. My company did do some digging for Comstock
I I
in like 2000s, but that
man,
was
but you're not familiar with like some of their dramas, right? The
no,
controversies,
not at
bro.
all.
Well, just be careful sometimes working for those people because money goes around the world, it passes through a lot of different questionable avenues. You got people taking in money from the less worthy, and it gets just transmitted into just certain places where that money shouldn't be. Helping out like slavery or some stuff. That's why I always buy my Lind at slave
You,
free,
you
and
never
like
want
we
you
can't be
never
bringing
want
that stuff back into our life. Well, bro. Speaking of bringing it back, bro, was this always in front of the camera, man? Did I always
um
in the camera,
which one's the camera?
man? Well, what the camera that wasn't capturing nothing of value for you to see, man. You weren't
Is
even
that
looking at
you
the
right
start of the
now?
show. Yeah, that's me, man. I got my
Uh
water bottle. Hey, y'all, stay hydrated.
uh
Water is life. Water is man.
you
What do they
really
say about water?
really dressed up for this one, huh? Really dressed up for this one?
Man, I dress for the occasion with my style, man, with my vibe,
When
with my
when you
attitude. It don't
when
matter
you
what's on the outside of the body; it's what's within, bro.
when you emailed me for this interview and you said you're a big fan of dinosaurs and dinosaur bones. When you emailed me and
I'll
you
keep this
said you
out
were
of
a
the way.
big fan of dinosaurs and their
James Gray,
bones and all that, like I was super
history. We gotta learn from it. We can't have
honored.
no rocks coming in here.
I'm excited to see what you've got in store for us today. I'm really excited to
Yeah,
share with your audience. Like you said, you had like over 400 followers or hits on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, it's been just
yeah.
kind of trickling a little bit. Like it's at 318 right now. I mean, we can check me out.
Uh,
I did some.
you talk about a lot of dinosaurs on here.
Well, this video right here, which posted 5 years ago. You want to talk about any dinosaur? It's that thing that's a bit outdated, a bit old. If you know what I'm saying.
Uh,
uh, yeah, this we make some music. We do some we just do random videos every now and then. It's all fun. It's all that.
yeah.
It's all that. It's the human experience. It's all that. It's all that. It's just all that, right? It's just
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a bit of a name for myself, and it's just takes time. And hey, you know about everything about time when it comes to, archaeology,
Millions.
impression, how long something takes.
There's this inside joke in our community. A while to civilians versus in our field, a while is like a million years.
Right. So, you're saying that so you guys have a very specific definition of what a while is when you toss that word around. It's kind of not just like it ain't in the casual type sense that like
we typically deal with the eons as well. Yeah. That's most of our focus. Yeah.
Well, how's well, I brought you on here because I got a bit of a look. I got a problem. Came across this kid. We got a few things to work out. So I'm just here to kind of smooth this stuff out, and I want you to maybe notice a few things about this guy and how his kid. He on my path right now. That's not that. Yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
I'm ready to dive in, as they say.
Who said? Oh man, I say that. Hi.
Yeah.
14, which is
it's evolved.
Yeah, look. We gotta get to this. We gotta get this Sawyer, man. Like I don't really want to drag this, man.
I'm ready for whatever
my career already being dragged. I don't want to. I'm gonna get to this. All right, I'm gonna get to the point. You say with me. All right, let's dig into this. That's your thing. Let's dig into it. Let's dig it. Man, you want to say it about me? You trying to say it fighting against me? I'm just playing with you. You know what this is?
Happy to be here.
That's about that. Look, we fire. You fire, man.
We fire.
All the way back in 2014, which is crazy to think is almost 10 years ago now. There was the incident of the infamous.
Man. Yeah. See what I mean? You can't be saying stuff like that.
North Korean Sony hack.
No crazy, but you on my path, man. I'm trying to do something with God, man. Do something righteous. I'm top 5. There ain't no man. You just can't. When you're working in a professional environment, right? When you're digging up stuff, obstacles are the only thing. That's one of the biggest things that you deal with. It's everything else that's surrounding your bone.
In our field of work, actually, obstacles are what we're trying to find. You hit something hard. That's how you know you mean business.
Korean Sony hack. One of the largest.
Oh, what is he doing? What's this kid doing? What is he doing to us? Man, get this out. No! You want to meet this nerve? You want to dig something important? Dig that anger out of you, man. There's a whole world that's around here to absorb it.
He's getting on my nerves, pal.
You going, why he oughta, right? Like, why he oughta.
And employee data, financial information, and of course, information about upcoming projects or films that were going to be released. The biggest of these projects were movies related to Spider-Man, back when they still had Andrew Garfield, and some other projects were pretty hit or miss. So then, why do I bring this up then? Well, you see, within these leaks was a certain movie concept that was so obscure that I don't think would have been possible to come up with even in a fever dream.
What can you come up in a fever dream?
Grapes. A guy like 20 feet tall and he's got a bunch of toes.
Borrow
that was last night, actually.
Last night? Oh, where'd you catch a cold from?
Just the weather.
You ever get scared of uncovering some sort of prehistoric bacteria or something? Like, what? You guys ain't getting sick of that stuff? Not figuratively. I mean, you ain't literally getting sick of that, and maybe figuratively too.
Every sneeze is a gamble in our industry. You never know what kind of things you can transmit. You're uncovering millions of years of layers of fossilized sediment. could contain microbes, bacteria, ecosystems.
Yeah.
The Earth is filled to the brim with all.
Look. When we as writers look to tell stories through our song, you know, our dance more less literal. It's part of the song making process. When we try to tell our stories through that, we try to find meaningful connections. Are there any connections you could draw from your wariness of your digging and connect it to Sawyer? Like, what kind of irritation from watching this and gathering irritation from that, like, randomly, like, how can you connect it to your digging experience?
He looks like a dinosaur.
What is he even trying to say here? What's this video about?
All the way back in 2014, Seth Rogen and James Franco movie. Within that incident,
And imagine blaming an entire issue you got with a 21 Jump Street movie not being released because Seth Rogen got in your way, bro. Excuse me?
That's my Seth Rogen impression.
Oh, maybe we all got one of those lying around somewhere here. Let me try to bust one out. Man, that working out? Nah, man, just keep the vibe up. Keep the vibe up. By the way, again, what is he trying to say in this video? Man,
I think he's saying that during this North Korean Sony hack, there was some kind of leaked script for a Men in Black 21 Jump Street sequel. That's what he's talking about.
Right. Yeah, no, I vibe with that. You got a bit of a tempo there. Yeah.
Tons of sensitive company information, such as emails and employee data, financial information, and of course, information about upcoming projects or films that were going to be impossible to come up with even in a fever dream. You see, this movie was meant to be a theater movie crossover between the franchises of 21 Jump Street and Men in Black. Men in Black 23, as it was called, was supposed to probably would have involved Greg Jenko and Morton Schmidt somehow getting involved with aliens and then probably saving the universe with the Men in Black crew. So then, what happened to the project? Well, according to what some, such as Jonah Hill...
What kind of meaning can you extrapolate from this? When you find abstract shapes in the dirt, which I can most certainly say that this video is almost like that within itself. What can you extrapolate from this, man? What is this bro? What is bro on about?
And Black Ops 2 just got a new update.
You ever hear about Black Ops? You ever play zombies?
Yeah.
You got any kids?
2 sons.
They ever play COD? Man, you go back. Hey.
We go cod fishing on Lake Minnetonka, but I'm not sure about
Oh man, dude, bro, Origins and fucking Mob of the Dead, man. You rocked that shit back then.
Egypt and Greece and
I can't fucking, man, I can't stand this shit
It
sometimes.
seems Microsoft are working
You
in the
just keep
background
yapping,
fixing
you
and
know, just-
updating these old Call of Duty games because Black Ops 2 for the longest time
You
had
good.
issues
Like,
where the theater
remember,
mode
man,
was
we all
disabled
good
as
here.
well as the emblem editor.
just-
The hackers and modders on the game primarily anything, but now most of these infection clips now have an error when trying to browse.
Who one day, like bro, like what, how do you wake up and then say that you're gonna focus on like these two like obscure movies that never got released? They don't got any relation to each other. I mean, hell, they could have some kind of relation, but you know what kind of relation I don't have with this video? Attention span and your content. Like, look, you playing around. You're like, look, you're looking for something important right now. You're looking for something to actually gather from this kind of experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your little what do they call those, huh? Zoom in glass. Like, what is it, man?
It's magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass. Thank you. Yeah. You got any Oh, hey, look, here we go. Hey, look, they better be etching
One
off
of
the
main
serial
differences
on this
between a
number.
Glock and a 1911. To start, Glocks are polymer framed.
Yo, I got one of these, man. I got one of these.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, it keeps all them critters that otherwise get in your way when you trying to, like I said, you trying to keep close to the ground and keep yourself humble. It keeps them away. They're too much of an obstacle. Man, I feel you too, man. Like, you gotta look at sometimes you gotta remind yourself of on what earth you stand on. And look, I got it right here. I got the gun. I got, man, I got it right here. I got the, oh, you trying to keep them sneeze in? You trying to keep the sneeze in? Weapons? Oh, you do a little bit of murder. You do some murder investigating stuff, right?
I do dinosaur bones. My first dig. This just reminds me a little bit of my first dig. It was down in Boulder, Colorado. We were looking at this fault line. We were seeing like between the Triassic and Cretaceous period. We were seeing what kind of life.
I mean, that Sawyer kid's still a nerd, right? Fire. Say it with me, man.
Yeah.
Come on, you gotta have some energy to this. Fire.
I'm fire.
Fire.
My professor at the time, he shot me with his gun because he wanted to find a cool fossil.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he shot me with his gun because he.
Where'd you get shot at?
Where'd I get shot at?
Yeah.
In Colorado.
Yeah.
In my Colorado.
No, where on you?
My neck. My Colorado.
Wordplay. I get it.
Yes, that is the funny.
It hit an artery. Wouldn't be with my daughter today if that bullet had gone slightly to the left, you know.
Flashback noise.
It's a flashback.
Yeah.
You got any kids?
2 sons. Wouldn't be with my daughter today if that bullet had gone slightly to the left, you know.
Being wrong.
Contradictory story elements.
What's wrong? That's like something you don't want to do or something.
Gotcha.
Okay, look, listen. She not like that nerd Sawyer, right?
She's in
Hey.
honor classes, but I wouldn't call my daughter a nerd now.
Okay. It don't even necessarily mean that you like kind of really educated on some kind of hyper specific topic, or you just kind of some like 4 eyes, bookworm that pretentious. I mean, like you just overall kind of pretentious, and you willing to like try to correct other people's experiences when they're not too invasive. Also, I'm looking to condition a little bit, so when I do this, I want you to say, what's it say on there?
Fire.
There you go.
Fire.
What does that say?
Fire.
Oh, nope, nothing there, brother. You could still be in the top 10 though. I kind of like your spirit a little bit though. I like your spirit. I like your background. Hey, how your hairline doing? Look, one of these right here. $2 off of Temu. Boom. It could sort of help out with your whole image. All right, let's get on with this Sawyer video.
They also have polymer magazines. 1911s are typically steel framed.
Look, right there on your weapons. From what
Also
little
have
you can remember, when you see any kind of cereal on there, man, you're scrubbing that shit off. What is this for? Man, don't ask too many questions, otherwise you're gonna be after study a dig you don't want to know the outcome of. I'm just playing. Okay, look, all right, let's direct some of these hot shots, hot shots, hot shots, hot.
Fire.
I held hot that time.
I held hot that time.
Oh God. Let's get some of this going. All right, check this out. Check this out. Okay. All right. No, that's just an ad. Don't get too excited, y'all. All right. You know about what freestyle is? Okay. All right. This is what I mean. It's this connective tissue that binds us when we rap on a beat, and we gon' find out that this Sawyer kid, he's so, this Sawyer kid, he's all messy and shit. Man, all in the spirit, though. You're wearing some nice clothes, but let's talk about that nose. What's them nostrils doing? Trying to sniff out a fossil or something? Like what? Can you an aardvark? You can detect that fossil from like 4,000 feet or so under the ground? Man, I'ma punch you with the force of man, I'ma punch you, nerd, with the might of 1,000 ants. Now, let's see what we got under those pants. Not in the weird way, though. I mean, like, let's see. All right, come on. Come on, Paul. I mean, Flats. Come on. Hey,
Okay.
all right, no, hold on. Check this out. Yo, Flats ain't nothing but flat. He's sparkly. He's, wait, hold on. No. See what I'm doing here? See this connection I'm making? Because you're not like flat soda. You like sparkly. You're like a sparkly bro. Duh. No shit, you sparkly. You special.
Okay.
All right, here we go, Flats. Say something about this nerd.
Nerds. My friends call me Flats, but mean people call me Fat. You can call me late for lunch, but never call me late for dinner.
I'm recording this for my buddies to see if we can recruit you into our clan.
What kind of clan is it?
I gotta come clean on something. I do know the kid. He was my old school. He just like a teacher's pet. That's one of the biggest mistakes he made, in my opinion.
I was quite the teacher's pet in my day, honestly. But I hate people like that.
You don't sound like you're Paul anymore. Okay. Alright, so hold on, we ain't done with that. My phone randomly turning off, trying to throw me off course. Ain't gonna get this finished. Alright, look. While Sawyer yaps about 21 Jump Street and about Men in Black, I'll be like, man, what the hell are you talking about? Got 1, 2, 5 views and 4 likes. I'll be like, likes. Okay, man, these type of nerds with 4 likes be making me wanna put up a gore fight. A fight with a little bit of gore involved. Got my Glock pulled out, put you in a stall or a locker. Man, you just here for the fun, man. I can't. Man, you so man, Paul. I gotta tell you, Paul. You a little something else, man. I can't find. I just got a little bit of pickle on my phone. Get that off of there. See what I can squeeze from you. What'd my email say to you again?
You invited me
Here
on.
you go.
Talk shop. Talk about my field of work. You invited me on.
Man. Alright, look.
Point Break and Surf's Up. But yeah, that's all I got for this one.
Surf's Up. You know about that movie?
The one with the penguins. They showed they had dinosaur ones. Surf's Up. I don't know. They had dinosaur bones. Bones from
Like how well you think you can dig me up once I die from boredom, you know what I'm saying?
So the bones we dig up are mainly fossilized, and by the time your body would decompose, your bones
That's not within your field of work.
They'd absorb the dirt. They'd absorb the moisture.
How long would I need to put you under the? How long would I need to put myself under the dirt for me to fossilize?
Well, you'd have to get perfect, amazing conditions. Like, I don't know if you have the facilities for that or the money for that, but you'd need amazing conditions to fossilize. I wouldn't mind digging you up in a couple million years, but I don't know if you've got the facilities for that.
Time machine. Nah, a couple of the clan is working on it. Man, don't worry about that. Oh hey, isn't this Hal Stewart? You know, from what's that movie?
Megamind.
How'd you know about that?
I watch that all the time.
All the time? Cause your kids, or you just what? The only bones that are in that movie is when He
Metro Man.
Metro Man was he tossed the skeleton, and man, that twist was good. That's such a man. That movie is so charming. I hate this nerd, right?
Fire.
We hate this nerd together. No.
No.
Try again. We 3, 2, 1.
We
We hate this nerd together. But let's be honest. What he's done so far is helped us bind our experiences more tightly than it would have otherwise happened if it were naturally occurring. Because through our collective hatred about this little bro, we learned something about ourselves, and that's that Megamind was a good movie.
So you want to fly on an airplane and take your handgun with you? First thing you got to do is pick one of these up. This one's from Harbor Freight for about 13 bucks. Next, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Inside, we have a bunch of foam that is pre-cut, and we can customize however we see fit. Then you can go ahead and start filling it. If you want to bring ammo, you can go ahead and keep it in the box like this.
In the box.
Then make sure your magazines are empty, and you can toss them inside your check bag. And
Here's how you load a 50 caliber flintlock. And start the ball down the barrel. Then you take your ramrod.
Hydration, y'all.
And you see.
I'm going to show you a little tarp folding trick. Grab the middle grommet on one side, then the middle on the other, bring them together, then reach down, grab the center of the tarp, and pull back. Now your tarp is folded in half twice, perfectly. Then it's quick and easy folding from there. I'm going to show you a little tarp folding trick. Grab the middle grommet on one side, then the middle on the other, bring them together, then reach down, grab the center of the tarp, and pull back. Now your tarp is folded
What made you crack there?
Holding its fire.
Yeah.
half twice.
Here are some jokes that were popular in 1906.
Oh man, I love this guy.
This
You ever hear about
wireless
this guy?
telegraphy reminds me of a groundless quarrel. What possible connection is there between the two? It's practically having words over nothing. I had soup in a restaurant the other day and found an oyster in it. Great Scott, that one oyster in the soup joke is old. Yes, but this was tomato soup the other day and didn't leave a trace. Have you been cured of that last attack of malaria? Oh, yes. Dr. Anna Curran knocked it silly, but her treatment left me with a worse disease than malaria ever was. You don't say. Yes, sir.
Device that makes eggs cubed. Take your boiled egg, put it inside this machine, press it down, throw it in some cold water to set, and then when it comes out, it's this perfect little egg cube. And when you cut it open,
if any of those
it looks like
fossilize,
this.
you'd be in big trouble.
Did you know there's a device that makes eggs cubed?
What is that?
It'd be weird.
I did this once. Good, what? Excuse me?
This Sawyer guy reminds me of a guy called Spuddy Cube. Look up Spuddy Cube.
Spuddy.
You ever play Borderlands?
Oh man, no.
There's so many fossils in that game. Just click on any random video. Probably that one.
Yes, it probably hurt.
You hear that voice? You hear that voice?
Me emotionally. At least for now. Or it
Yeah.
shields weren't so helpful. Those are really nice to have.
Really?
One of the hardest parts of the run throughout is just getting enemies in my crosshairs in the first place.
My
Normally, there are
crosshairs
these
in the
things
first
called
place.
angles.
He got this shakiness in his voice, like as if someone's shaking him down for his lunch money, like and as if it's been translated, that's been transmitted into his DNA.
Yeah. At least this
I
is the
make
section
my
of the
way
game,
on.
The rest should be easy.
Who is this?
I
I like to call that phantom confidence. If there's a very minute shift in the way he kind of just expresses his wording, he would be just like about a hair's length away from the Spuddy Cube guy. It's like an AI voice reading off of a script. Or you got pages turning in your head and you're reading from that. Like that's you. I can already hear the page turning. If it's not happening in real life, I can already hear it in your head. And the last thing we need is a double take of it both happening in real life and in your head.
Is horribly ineffective, but being able to face my foes from a distance.
No, hold up.
More or less,
I have no experience or past history with this video, but something bad's coming up. I can feel it.
That would come into play in the form of cover. Undercover, cover up, cover letter, whatever you do or be, make sure cover comes before or after.
Preferably both, really, but this unfortunately isn't a cover shooter. In my case, it's more of a cover dyer, but it helps it come on a lot slower, so we work with what we've got.
Work with what we got. Work with what we got. Man, you better work with what little you'll ever have left once I flick your nose.
Great. Overall, things were generally not going great, and I was wrestling a lot with the idea of dealing with the current nonsense while also putting up with an endless spawn of I settled on having one less ranged combatant to deal with, and with an angle work, one of my favorite cheese spots once again came through for me. Now, if only I could digest cheese to finally know what it tastes like grilled between bread with some butter lovingly melted on a pan. Honestly, worth it. Then would come time to use the cannon to...
Was it worth it?
You
know what? You know what else can be worth it, Sawyer? You know what would be worth it? Your... Damn it. Gonna have to think of one together. Well, what would be worth Sawyer? What's going on with him? You know what I'm saying, Flats?
Yeah.
You really know what I'm saying?
You want to shoot that guy.
Yeah, pretty much. You got it. Hey, who this? Right here. Super interesting creative. Man. No.
You're right.
Hey.
Being a nerd. He's not
Alright.
cool.
Here you go.
He's
Where do the nerds belong? In
the bottom.
Let's try. But we're gonna have to keep trying again. Hey, look, we'll do another freestyle to kind of get you on the frequency of hate that I'm on. Again, what are we trying to do? I'm on the path of my own story, my own little life. He's what is he? What's on the path there that Sawyer's getting in the way of?
Without using one of the banned methods.
What is he? What is he on my path? What is he?
Using the cannon to destroy the gate. So as I flailed helplessly at the problem, it became apparent that there just
this ain't no McPotholes.
A way to do it. You can't beat Borderlands 2 without a neck.
Speed
if you're a quitter. Recipe for how I hit most of my targets in a casual playthrough. Dumb luck. And just like that,
you're dumb.
Many of my usual
Sorry, I will look. Sorry, I did that. I just.
It could be.
No, hold on. Let me just look. You seem unbothered by it, but I just want to kind of a bit of sort of establish like that potentially recurring, behavioral tick. It's just that. Whenever I hear someone yapping on about something I still feel passionate about, but it's still kind of yappery. Like, it's still yapping. It's still kind of boring. It's getting into the boring territory. Like, no offense. It builds a bit of that, like, that sort of, that need to expel my hatred for nerds. So I take it out on them. Otherwise, I would have probably taken out something on you.
Thank you for that.
Man, look, I've told you literally only once before, and you hardly remember it, even including myself. I'm a righteous man, so when I hear stuff about Earth being, potentially not what it seems, it kind of gets me thinking about what sort of construction our world might be. If it ain't a ball, just like everything else that we believe planets are, then it's gonna seem a bit more calculated, a bit more purposeful. So it ain't just like flat Earth ain't just like something stupid. It's people looking for meaning. Hey, you bring up this Borderland game. You say there's a lot of fossils in it.
Yeah, giant dinosaur fossils.
Yeah. Are there any Borderlands in real life?
I doubt it. Maybe like Mexico.
Reliable and not always applicable. Needing to get over a gap, I would first need great question.
Skeleton.
So I finally got the angle right to perform the grenade jump to the other.
Oh, here we go. This it? This one of them fossils you talking about?
It's a good thing that OP10 isn't incredibly dangerous, leading to me having to do this several times over due to repeat deaths.
Cephalosaurus.
Oh yeah.
I did eventually do.
So you said Cephalosaurus.
Luckily, the spawn angle is plenty to talk to him here and install the power core, or things would have
That's what I saw.
From there, I made my way.
Not too bad of a comparison.
2 fuel cells to get Sanctuary up and running, much like any other playthrough. I initially thought you can also pick up a bunch of items at once by holding the pickup button.
So Flats,
Items near the initial point of
how are your
pickup,
kids doing?
So the force
They're
gonna help at all.
What's their whole story?
I tried it enough times
In
to know
school, there, my youngest, he's actually studying filmmaking. I don't know where he got that from. It's kind of like a stupid passion. I don't think he should be studying it all. Right now, he's just like he's getting tiny little roles. He's like a sub producer on these like school films. Horrible scripts, horrible filming. Like the CGI budget was there, but like these kids, they're so stupid. Like studying film, moving all around, like changing schools, like. Yeah, but that's how everything's going with the family. Like my eldest, he's graduating this year. He actually wants to be a professor like myself, and the road is long, and as long it is as it is treacherous, and it's difficult. It's I'm worried for him, and yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want him to repeat the same mistakes I have. Like big mistakes you have to learn from.
Man,
I dropped an egg, and it cracked, and like that was a fossil egg. And it's just gotta like the main focus of his life should be not to have like such slippery hands. But I know like it's sensitive sweat glands runs in the family, so I don't know like. Yeah, they told me never get in this business if you have sensitive sweat glands. Like all of this sweat constantly pouring out of your hands, handling sensitive fossils. As much as the dirt like kind of keeps it grippy, it also like makes it mud. Like pretty soon, like you start holding a fossil, you're like, wow, look at this cool fossil, and all of a sudden the bone is mud. And like you just messed up a fossil because your hands are so sweaty, and like my son's got the same sweaty hands, and like he's gonna disintegrate every single fossil he finds. It sucks. Like I don't know. I'm disappointed in him for like trying to get into this business, but also like yeah, the same bug I caught. Maybe one of my prehistoric bugs. He just happened to inherit like something I got from a microbe and a speck of a little bacteria just in the Earth's crust. Like I don't know.
Earth's crust, like I've got some busts.
We do excavate a lot of busts in archaeology, like busts of Egyptian leaders.
Can we take a Sawyer hate break?
Yeah.
What
What are you sniffing?
Even need to the vandal. It doesn't drift left or right when you stand back up. Where else to turn?
Inviting me out, and I love talking about fossils. I loved your interest in my whole I'm glad.
Hey, look, gang, I'm gonna be honest. Like about midway through your explanation, my audio cut out. I couldn't hear you. But
yeah.
Look, whatever the case, I know you gonna be on your best. On your best case. I try to do something there. Damn it! I'm never gonna make it.
Have a blessed.
Maybe I could be a rapper for Mojang. What is that company that's like blue and they do top fives? And they have the intro that's like... Huh?
Watch Mojo.
Watch Mojo! I called him Mojang. I want to be a rapper for Watch Mojo. Give him a new intro.
That's a goal all of us should strive towards. Like
no, just me. Let this be a me thing.
Okay.
I want to be a rapper for Watch Mojo. Give him a new intro.
Well, I've got to get back to the old grindstone. I've got to.
And I just gotta get back to the normal grind. No stone on this.
I gotta get back to the grind.
Except the stone that'll be in my pocket, because that's a term for money, right?
Dude, you just better not steal any of my fossils.
I wouldn't know where to find them. Oh, wait. Across the borderlands and also in Colorado,
In the
right?
ground.
In the ground. I mean, you want to do one more hate vent on Sawyer
Places
before
that
you
I
leave?
got to just run through. I did die. Given
Ah!
to see it. You don't know to see though. That's right at the skip. Trying to figure out where I was relative to anything via the minimap was more than I wanted to do with these bobbling movement speeds, so I ended up on the minimap to know where I was. Luckily, I can use the main map to figure out where I was ahead of time, and I was chasing that double-edged sword that is progress. It fuels us, keeps us moving through the pain. The accomplishment that washes away every moment poisoned with failure, but at what cost?
That's right.
Every next step
That's
is
every
rewarded
moment I
with
spend with you, man. Yo, Flats, what is that you wearing?
This is my weekend.
I'm gonna be honest. It's only mid. It's doing that for you.
Fire. It's fire.
No, it's you mid, bro. You mid.
You got an L in there.
I ain't nothing but. Wait, I ain't nothing but. I'm a W. You got an L in there. I am nothing but that. I only catch dubs. I was catching some lubs over here. Lub. Well, you a family man, Paul, right? All right. So how do you manage time with your family and your work? Like, what's the schedule look like?
A million years ago, I find a fossil, but today I used to play with my kids. A lot of minesweeper and just in our backyard.
Hey, if you got kids, it's a message for the kids. Take your vitamins. Take your
electrolytes.
Okay, it's your water. Is it a for hire type job? Like, you just kind of like open for anyone to come and try to snag you?
I mean,
and
if
do
like
the work somewhere.
if somebody like thinks there's a fossil under some ground, we just dig there.
So how you cover for yourself when you're not always getting paid? Like, not everyone's always digging up fossils.
No, I mean, you'd be surprised. We get calls all over the country.
Right, but getting calls doesn't necessarily insinuate business. They just
Oh,
talk.
God. We get their numbers and they pay. Any fossil you think is under your property, we get permission from whichever state you reside in, and we get permission to dig up your home.
Have you got anyone just like having you dig up something for it to show nothing for itself? Like you just gave them a free hole?
You always find some arrowheads, stuff like that. You always find
Bruh, what?
pottery. You always find some. You might not find some like crazy alien bones or anything like that, but you'll always find a little T-Rex.
A little T-Rex?
Yeah.
Little T-Rex. Okay, so aliens is crazy, but a T-Rex is not, bro.
Yeah,
A little one, especially.
You find a bunch of T-Rexes on the job.
The next area was a badass psycho that came from a hall on the left. So he only sort of aggroed to me. But okay, maybe a more minor illusion.
So,
turns you entirely backwards.
okay, let me get this straight. Are there little types of dinosaurs for every kind of dinosaur you find out there? Are they like baby size where their heads are large, or are they just like as if you shrunk them in a shrink ray where all the proportions are kind of like
we don't have
equidistant
shrink
to
rays
themselves?
yet, but I mean, top 5. You said it's been like a really great time chatting with you, buddy. But
Oh, hey.
I got the kids. I've got like we're.
Oh,
we
hey.
got kids
No,
on-
no, no. Hey, look. Before you go, is it I mean, maybe a little bit of YouTube Shorts. All this Sawyer talk it's kind of draining a little bit.
Shorts on that.
Man.
I know.
No,
I
it's
know.
Okay. All right. Look, I can respect that. Look,
yeah,
you on your
I-
own path. I don't want to be a bump in your path like Sawyer was in mine.
Yeah, I just.
Okay, look, I said no more Sawyer, but I mean, can we just do a quick rage break? Rage break. That was for Sawyer.
I'll be raging in my dreams, buddy. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's been fun.
Once you embed this kind of face in your head, once you
we
embed
talked
in
a
the
little bit
head,
about
then it.
some dinosaurs. We talked about some dinosaurs. That's what.
Hey,
I
look,
shared.
I'm glad you're passionate about that type of stuff. I kind of look. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
absorbed-
I did that
absorbed
just to kind of reel you in a little bit because I wanted to look for someone.
I absorbed some of this hatred. I absorbed this hatred in your heart you have for this little guy and like
Critter.
this little critter. And in my dreams, I will be doing a couple of like I'll be feeling that in my dreams. I respect you. I respect you for emailing.
You snore loudly because I do the in my dreams as well. Those are spontaneous, and sometimes like you got anyone sleeping around you, they're gonna be concerned. If you snore, you can just tell them that it's this third stage of hyperplaxic apnea. You know what that is? Hyperplaxic apnea is like one of the worst stages of apnea, where it gets you sounding kind of similar to our expressions of discontent against Sawyer, so people won't sort of arouse any sort of suspicion for you sounding weird.
I gotta get back.
Oh no, I had no doubt that you gotta get back. I got no doubts. All right, you gotta do your.
I'm out of here, buddy. It was fun. You emailed me talking about Borderlands. You emailed me talking about dinosaurs.
You don't really sound like Paul.
Talking about dinosaurs, Seattle.
That's the Paul I've known for 20 minutes.
You emailed me. You talked about all your interests in dinosaur bones. You talked about digging up fossils. You talked about diamonds, diamond ore. You seemed so interested, and I had a great time talking to you, distilling what information I had inside me. Like it's been great talking with you, buddy. Like it's good to know that there's still kids out there who want to learn.
Out there.
It's good to know. Like it's really inspiring that
Really inspiring.
it's not just these kids in Seattle. It's not just
Hey, there's a bit of cadence to how you say this.
It's not just my kids who are gonna inherit your curiosity.
The curiosity.
You have. You want to be a rapper for Top Mojo.
Top
5 rapper.
Watch Mojo. Mojang and Top Mojo. I got the flows though.
Back in the day, like with television, with all this other stuff, you would have never guessed somebody. What even was rap back then? It was like people hippity hop. I'm going to the store. Like it was so much different than this whole landscape now. And I see you, and I see other kids like you, and I feel inspired. I feel so inspired that
there's some material there.
Moving forward in this world,
like you're actually saying something.
You're giving yourself to the.
Try to slant it towards Sawyer. I know we migrated away from that topic, but try to do it.
You're surrendering yourself to the greater causes of humanity. Like I'm proud of you. I'm proud
that we all travel.
I'm proud that you're creative. You like dinosaurs. I can tell you like
Minecraft. Go.
I see it. I really see you like you. I see your dinosaurness. Yeah. Well, keep staying creative. I hope you. I really hope from the bottom of my heart you get that job with Watch Mojo, rapping the top 5s. 2-op 5.
Top 5.
2-op 5-I.
Top 5.
Top 5.
He wrote the name for me.
Job for Watch Mojo. I hope It's been flats.
I have a not flat experience with your kids.
Peace out, brother.